just so I can actually read the chat. It's kind of important.
When you say starting soon, define starting soon.
We are currently live.
I missed it? I'm totally fucking up, man. I'm totally fucking up. Dude, why are you outside? You're outside, bud.
All right. All that's gone around. We are shared. All right. Just waiting for TCP to come back and get set up. And we'll be good to go.
Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. But I can't see you.
Come on, you beautiful chocolate bastard. Show us your face.
Oh. I'm getting too old for this shite.
Easy there, Danny Glover.
You guys seen this thing how they're trying to basically Me Too Henry Cavill now?
What? Wait.
No.
I'm pretty sure. We'll probably touch on it.
Yeah, they're
Well,
trying to Me Too him without actually being any Me Too things. They're just like,
Yeah.
well, he said inappropriate things, and then they immediately say, well, it's nothing sexual. It's just, it's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate because he said he was going to return as Superman, and now he's not returning as Superman, and I don't like that. It's not cool. So...
No, the claim was from the people from The Witcher because, like, he wouldn't let them cut corners and shit.
Oh,
Funny.
He was busting their ass for not doing shit right. Like, he would go to them and be like, no, you got to change this, you got to do this, you got to do this. Like, the showrunner would get mad at him.
because he wanted it to be authentic. He wanted it to be real. He wanted it to be, wait, that's not original. What is the word that I am looking for?
Loyal to the original stuff.
Loyal. That works. We'll go with that.
Yeah, so, like,
True to the
apparently
source
that's
material.
apparently that's what made him persona non grata at Netflix, because he kept, pushing back against the showrunners because they would do dumb shit.
And that's why he dipped.
Yep.
We're supposed to be talking about this later. Is it
No,
in the show notes?
it's not in the show notes. I mean, but it's
Oh, God, I don't
it's our
like that.
pre-show stuff.
Feel it. No, there's Henry Cavill in number 2. It's a different topic.
It is a different topic, but we can
it's gonna bleed over. We know it's gonna bleed over
a little bit, yeah.
because he has more
Well,
control.
I mean, the whole like coming after Henry Cavill thing actually ties into another thing that I'm not sure I want to actually bring up on the show.
Ooh. Taboo?
No, actually, it gets political.
So it is taboo.
Yeah, it's taboo for the show. All right, you guys ready?
Yep, let's jump right in.
Yes, sir.
All right. And here we go. And we are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Griffcast, episode 65, the last show of the year. The Mature and Nerdy Podcast for immature people, the show where we talk about any and all things nerd, from video games, comic books, movies, computer technology, and or science. I am your host and King Neckbeard, Griff Moore. Welcome to the show. How's everybody doing?
Doing all right.
Decent, pretty good. Yeah. I'm not complaining. Not complaining about much. Things I don't have to complain. So yep. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I kind of like leave that starting soon screen up a little bit just so like people can like, laugh at us when we're trying to get things set up and going.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, a little meltdown. Yeah, yeah.
We're a
You,
special bunch.
You listen to TCP just like rant his fucking ass off as he's running around his house trying to get organized. Like, oh shit, I'm not ready. Yeah, man. It was a struggle bus, man. I had to find a good shirt. Like, I couldn't find like a good shirt to wear, to this. And I was just like,
yeah, I'm actually
It's cold here. I ain't worried about style anymore. It's just staying warm.
yeah, like I decided to wear my one Destiny shirt, like instead of my usual like just straight black T-shirt.
yeah, that's probably what I should do. Should just, yeah.
Like I'm in the basement and it's 18 degrees and windy outside with snow.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were about to say it's 18 degrees in the basement. Like, no, man. You
Gotta get out
Might
of
need
here.
to
I'm
change-
about-
yeah, change that shit.
I'm about 20 years too old to be comfortable in that.
Hey, Woo, let me know how the sound quality's coming through. Like, are we balanced? I've been bro, scared the shit out of me. I gotta work on that.
You scared the shit out of yourself?
Like, I saw the notification coming through my headphones, and apparently they're really loud. Like I get like my little setup here I got going on now. Like I just have like, trying to figure out which volume is for what, and it's fun. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. We're gonna be a little bit shorter tonight than usual, unless we go on our rants. Probably not.
We didn't want to talk about like what we've been up to this week. We missed
Oh,
one.
are we going to? Because like, yeah.
We did
All right,
miss
let's
that
go.
one.
Huh?
I don't know.
No,
Don't worry about me.
I mean, I really haven't been doing anything new this week. I mean,
All I've been doing is getting ready for the holidays. So we've been doing all weekend. I got guests coming in next Friday, so I gotta get the house straightened up.
See, that's where
And-
that's where you fucked up. You haven't guessed.
Yeah, yeah. It's my dad and his girlfriend. So
Nah, nobody sets foot in my house.
tell your dad I said hi.
Only one person at a time. If somebody does come over, it's only one person at a time. Nah, if both parents come over, someone's gotta wait outside. I don't do that.
well,
You know what? And my dad doesn't usually do the general me thing. He's usually the one coming in. He's like, "You got bourbon?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got bourbon." He's like, "Okay, I'm coming in." Sorry, honey, you gonna wait in the car.
Well, I got two Fosters coming in over the holiday too. We're taking one in, and somebody else is going out of town, so the dog doesn't like get shoved into like a holding pen somewhere to get traumatized. We're taking it in for a week. So
That sounds fun. Wait, when you say fosters, do you mean like people
Dogs.
fosters? Yeah. Okay, that's better. Those-
although yeah, I have met some kids that I think should be put in the cage, but not the dogs. The dogs don't deserve it.
Yes, when it comes to dogs, there's unlimited number of those can be in this household at one time. Yes, there are no limits on the amount of dogs that can be in the house.
The
Oh,
law says I have a limit, but like
Oh,
they're a little fuzzy on the whole idea of their temporary fosters, so the cops don't say anything. They're just like, do they mess with the neighborhood? Do they bark? No, don't give a shit. That's it.
there you go.
as long as they are well taken care of, that is.
As long as they're well taken care of and they know that they're temporary, because like the police actually in this neighborhood are chill as shit.
Mhm.
Like they come to your door like sometimes like, hey, we're doing this, just want to let you know, and you're like, okay.
Wait,
Is there a SWAT
Wait,
team
see-
out here somewhere?
you said as long as the dogs know that they're temporary. Do you tell them when they come in, like, hey, hey, little buddy, don't get too
This ain't your
comfortable."
home.
Nah, man, I'm kind of like I want to foster dogs, but I probably couldn't because I would get too attached very quickly.
You
I'd
do
be
get
like,
attached. So there's a couple of them that we still talk about that we really just
I
like.
guess you're
damn.
saying.
Yeah. But like you think about it, like a lot of these dogs that I'm getting them off death row. Like you put up with a little bit of heartbreak and they live. So it's like, I'll take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
I have a few friends that have fostered animals, and they end up staying. And I'm just like, yeah, that's exactly what I would do.
That's how I found my dog.
It's been 2 hours if you live in here. You might as well just start moving your shit in. Start
All
unpacking,
right, come
bud.
on, just get up on the bed. Let's go.
All right, let's jump in here. All right, so Amazon is currently in talks for a God of War show. I don't know how I feel about this.
I love it and I hate it at the same time.
I
Yeah.
want to know more
Yeah.
about the creative people first before I have any opinion. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
I
it
get behind
does,
that.
actually.
Yeah,
I'm already super pissed because they've said that they are going to skip technically the whole Greek mythology. They're just skipping his background. They're just skipping his origin story. They're skipping.
Well,
they're starting off with the Norse mythology. So
From
like,
a narrative perspective, I get that.
so like I kind of.
They're just gonna
Who
jump
was-
straight into the new game stuff. Like
Yeah,
I
pretty
just
much.
assumed they would do the beginning.
So the only way I would be okay with this, and I kind of thought about it, but like before they announced, I'm like, oh, if they ever did a show, I would hope they kind of would do it this way, but they shouldn't do it this way. But like I can understand if it makes sense. It's only because of the child actor, which is why they would start off with the Norse mythology. Because the first game, or I mean not the fourth game.
Well, I mean,
Atreus is,
also,
like, fucking what, early teens.
also, I mean, if they go over his origin story, like they have to cover him butchering his original family.
Good. Let's fucking.
I'm not against it.
I have no problem with that. I'm with TCP on this. Let's cover that.
This is God
Like-
of War. It's not supposed to be for the faint of heart.
No, it's
From-
not.
Supposed to
From
be
a
brutal.
narrative perspective, I think it would be more compelling to see this guy show up with a child and how you see that the game start, and then let the normies find out that, oh no, he's not a nice father who's traumatized. This motherfucker killed his last family and gods. Like
He didn't mean to kill his last family. That's a little.
I
bit-
understand
you,
that.
You said it.
Like, he
said
was
it a little
tricked
bit-
into it, but
I understand that, but he did it, and
He
I
did
want the normies to see that in like a flashback, or somebody to tell like Atreus that, and him be like, Dad,
Yeah.
did you? And like him be like, we don't talk about that boy.
Yeah, right. So
I
that's
want
kind of
that.
like how I hope that how it happens. I want season one. I would like in my thought. I was like, if season 1 is God of War 4, and this is them going through. So the child actor is still younger, right? And then they use seasons 2, 3, and 4 for the first 3 games. As him like, yo, this is like, at the end of season 1, he's like, all right, let me tell you the truth of like what I came. And technically seasons 2, 3, and 4 are flashbacks of the first 3 games. That also gives time for the child actor to age so that he can play Atreus in season 4, which is technically God of War 5, Ragnarok. So he is now aged, so they don't have to recast another actor. So
okay.
Well, I
So,
think that you're not gonna get 3
Element-
seasons out of those
Element
first 3
down.
games.
Elemental brought up something here. Actually, I'm actually going to butt up against this. She says, with the way current society is, do you really believe that people are okay with it? Referring to butchering of the family. Yes, they are. They want, like, I mean, especially if it's being made in California, we can abort them till they're 18. I'm just okay. Now that joke's out of the way.
it's just called a late term.
No, but like,
vote.
so I mean, the other thing though is, let's
So does
see,
that mean in California I could shoot somebody and call it like a late term abortion?
yes,
I think.
but so Sonny Silyak actually wants to come back and play Atreus in the adaptation.
I have no problem with that. I mean, and Christopher Judge is, trying to, grab that role.
I don't know. I don't think he can do it. Like, I don't think he could physically do it.
I wasn't thinking physically. I think he is,
He's had so many surgeries recently, and that delayed Ragnarok. And I'm not saying that he, like as an actor, is not capable, because he's fully fucking capable. He's
Oh, yeah.
down.
I mean, that guy's a monster.
I just don't think he physically could handle the demands of that role, at least right now in the time frame that they have, because he'd only had surgery, what, a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
I mean, he had hips and knees and back surgery. Like, that's a long-term recovery. Like, that's not something that you go film an action movie around.
Yeah. So, like,
In my
speaking
opinion,
of, like, if we can't get Christopher Judge though, who can we put in that role?
Liam Hemsworth. Are you kidding me?
It's like I had to think. It's like, wait, no.
I don't know if you grab Dave Bautista right now and just
Yeah,
let
that's
him
what I was
live
thinking.
in acting classes.
I don't want to give it to Dave Bautista. He also does. Dave Bautista also deserves to be Marcus in Gears of War. Actually, I think
Yeah.
he'd probably make a better Dom.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista probably would make a better Dom.
Yeah.
Okay. all right.
Rathcon says, "I'll do it. I'll play him."
See, I want Dave Bautista to be Baird, but that's me.
Carl
Honestly,
Urban.
you know, when it comes to God of War, I think maybe they should try to find a new actor because I can't think of anyone currently who would
Yeah.
fit that role. Like not physically anyway.
No, actually,
sure that-
Wu brings up a good one here. Carl Urban.
Carl Urban to play Kratos. Nope, not behind it. Sorry.
Triple
No,
H.
I love Carl Urban with the bottom of my heart, and he is the biggest nerd actor that has ever graced this planet. But nah, can't let it happen. Sorry.
Welcome to the show, Wild. We're still on the first topic.
what up?
As we should be. This is a big topic. This is close to my heart.
I mean,
Oh my
like,
God.
but seriously though, like actors
My only
aside,
question with that is, could Urban look big enough to look like Kratos? Because at that point, if you're just going to have him voice him, you could have Christopher Judge voice him.
Look how big they made Tom Hardy look as Bane.
Yeah,
well,
they should.
like, well,
Very true. Yeah.
Tom
Yeah,
Hardy.
they made
That
a
dude,
midget.
that dude was
like a
massive.
fucking
That dude
professional
was
wrestler.
massive. They said he's 190 pounds during that movie. I'm like, how the fuck do they make him look that big? I am fucking like 220, 230 myself, and I'm like, I
that's-
would not even be close to looking that big. He
They
would
must use the
eclipse
same
me.
shots
No,
that they
he-
used in The Hobbit to make like Gandalf
Well,
look bigger than the Hobbit.
he gained like
there is no way.
No, he gained like 75 to 100 pounds of muscle for that role, like quickly too.
You look at Bane and you imagine that motherfucker is like 300 pounds of straight muscle. But Tom Hardy's like, I was only 190 pounds. I was like,
He was 190 pounds before he got the role. Then he put on like 75 pounds.
no,
of
he was
muscle.
he got to 100. I think he got to 190 pounds.
Was
for
that it?
role.
Well, he's also like 5'8".
Yeah, that's also fair. I'm 6'2".
Okay, Rathcon, I see it.
Sorry?
I see that, Rathcon. All right. Woo. Look up recent pictures of Triple H. Like if he could act.
Oh, Triple H did say he wanted to do it, and I've seen some people like they photoshopped him as God of War. I was like, okay. It
Yeah,
doesn't look
actually-
bad. But anybody, if you Photoshop the skin, you know, the ash and the mark on him, and give him a beard, anybody can fucking do it if we're really playing that game. I saw a picture of
Sure.
Triple H. They even had Tom Cruise in there. They had like 5 different actors all over the place. They had Jason Momoa. They had the dude that we were literally just fucking talking about, Dave Bautista. They had Triple H. They also had fucking Tom Cruise and like somebody else. And I was just like, yeah, anybody can play the role. If you can make anybody look like that as long as they are fucking jacked enough. Fucking The Rock. I think The Rock was.
Well, you could make him look that way, but the problem is that we need somebody who can really carry it, somebody who can actually sell it, because Christopher Judge has set a bar, and if you want to be Kratos now, you got to get somewhere in that hemisphere.
Fair enough.
I mean,
So like the
Yeah,
only thing
the
I'm worried
physique-
about is the Amazon part.
Yeah, because then they're like, oh, we got a really great actor. Who'd you get? Idris Elba.
You know, I think Amazon is a lot like Netflix. Like they make some great stuff, and they also make some terrible stuff.
Yeah.
It's just it could be a hit or miss. You know.
that is true. I feel like Amazon's a little bit more up on the higher end of that scale.
I would
But
have
you're
said,
not
I would have
wrong.
agreed with you before Rings of Power.
I still
like,
haven't watched Rings of
legitimately.
Power.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been putting it off. I
Like-
need to watch it.
I mean, don't bother. In my opinion, though, I mean, they gave us Reacher, which gives me hope. But like,
Yeah, Reacher's fucking awesome. Like
Reacher's
this-
badass. The fucking Jack Ryan series is badass. You got
I haven't watched the Jack
Boys,
Ryan one.
The Boys.
Yeah,
that's
The
what I was gonna
and Invincible. Where's season 2 at? Man? What the fuck is going on? Where's
say.
season
You
2?
know,
Right?
still
Look,
waiting
man,
for
let me
season
introduce
2
you to the
myself.
comic books. I will show you I got them on the shelf back. Like I love them things. But yeah, like there are parts in Invincible where I will judge Amazon's ability to tell stories based on if they actually convert a certain storyline. Because there is a storyline where the main character Mark gets sexually assaulted by a female. And they go through the whole thing with it. And I'm like, if Amazon even thinks about doing that, I'll respect it.
With what they've done with the boys, I'm not gonna say I would. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm a little bit more than 50% that they would do it. I feel like that if that is a thing, I feel
Boys
like they would
gave
do
me
it.
hope, like especially this last season. This last
The
season
boys
was-
is. The boys is. Man, and Seth Rogen is behind it too. Seth Rogen is behind Invincible. He's gonna do it. You know he's gonna do it. He would do
He's gonna try anyway.
it. He would fucking do it.
All right. So
I'm not done with this. We are not moving on.
we are moving on. We are moving on.
We are
We've been on this for 20 minutes.
And
Let's go.
this is like the big one. This is the I forgot what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Yeah.
Whoa,
This is the
that was
foreplay,
a bit
man.
more.
All right. So, as long as Henry Cavill still has a career, he is in talks to star in and co-produce a Warhammer 40K show. If there's anybody that I would trust to do that, it would be Henry. That guy is a fan of the lore, hands down, and with how he likes everything to be, legitimate. Like I'm go for it, 100%.
I'll be excited about it when I understand that he has a certain level of creative control.
Yeah.
Because I really do believe that Henry Cavill could carry that franchise.
Yeah,
But he needs the ability to tell people no. He needs to be able to go in and go, no, you can't do that. You have to do this. And like if he doesn't have that power, it's just going to fall apart.
yeah. I think that's why he's going for co-producer. Because that's the other thing about Warhammer. Like, if anybody has dived into the Warhammer 40K lore, it's way over the top. It's insane. Like, it is meant to be a serious storyline that's not to be taken seriously. Like, that's what makes it great. Because, like the orcs in 40K simply. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He wished Total Biscuit was still alive to hear his input. He was such a big Warhammer fan. Yeah. Rip Total Biscuit. Miss you, buddy. But I still have to go back every couple of months and watch that video on that. Not every couple of months. It's been about a year since I've seen it, but he did that video with the, like the first person where you're a bear driving a car through bees and shit. That was hilarious.
I still remember his Saints Row 4 review where he spent 20 minutes telling you everything wrong with the game and what was bad and what annoyed him. And he was playing it and he gets to the end and he goes, and despite all that, this is a great game, go buy it. Like, that was his entire review of the game. Like, he told you everything wrong and then was like, and it doesn't matter, this is fun, go get it.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, so like for the 40K stuff, yeah, Henry Cavill can have at it. As long as he's not, Me Too'd out of a career, which I seriously doubt, because that guy gets sexually assaulted every time that he walks on stage in an interview.
Ooh, take your shirt off. Yeah.
Well, it'll also, for me, like, I know a little bit of Warhammer lore, so like it'll depend on what they decide to do. So if they try to do like, the Warhammer lore is weird because like the main players in the Warhammer universe, they treat like Greco-Roman gods with these like grand stories of like insane battle and blah blah. But if they just tried to do like the regular guy in the shit, I think that would be more entertaining than watching the gods fight.
You know what would be interesting is a show about the regular guy, why that's happening in the background.
Yeah.
It's like, you see some of the bigger characters like just like truck along in the back and do their thing. Like,
Are you talking about like they're the B plot or they're the A plot?
Well, that now ties the first two topics together. So like, what if Cavill is just executive producing Warhammer and he plays Kratos? Like, that would be fucking hilarious.
I would not accept Henry Cavill was Kratos.
What? Really?
I also
Because-
think
is it
about.
because
I
of the
think
look?
about. I also. It's not the look. I mean, I guess it is a little bit of the look.
yeah.
I also
can
think
understand
about. I also think about the voice too.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't really picture him playing that role.
I think about the voice. I think the voice is actually more important than the look, to me.
Well,
The acting is
Also-
more important than all of it. So like,
I mean, well, yeah, but that's part of the acting.
yeah, but a lot of people, you have to kind of say that now because a lot of these showrunners are hiring people. Oh, they look a certain way, not the way the person in the medium they're transitioning looks. But yeah, let's hire them. And you're sitting there going, why did you hire this person?
I feel like even if Henry Cavill grew out a beard, he would still look clean cut.
He does, and he has.
He just has that look to him, though. You know what I'm saying? Like he just doesn't look gritty. And
Well, let's not forget that Kratos was clean cut.
Kratos is a gritty-looking character.
The first three main games, Kratos was clean cut. He had a little goatee. He had a little goatee like me.
Yeah.
Fucking play Kratos.
Well, but they're not focusing on those games, so that's not the image that I'm picturing in my head.
I want to
Oh,
tell him wild. I mean, I don't want to break his heart.
Fuck y'all.
You,
Fuck y'all. I don't give a shit.
dang. Whoo. Man, did not see that one coming.
all right.
I get no respect. It's bullshit.
Oh,
Really
let's see.
pick on you because we love you, man.
I know. I appreciate it.
Oh, let's see here. Let's skip 3 for now. We'll come back to it.
You want to come back to 3? Oh, what is 3 now? Now I gotta look.
3 is the one you're excited for.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Look. If he's excited for it, he's gonna. Let's go ahead and just call it now. An extra 30
I
minutes.
mean, I'm excited for it, but I feel like it's still gonna be a quick topic. It shouldn't be as long as as number 1. I want to talk about like number 1 for a good minute.
We'll circle back
Especially
around.
like the order of it and everything. Because man, how are you gonna make the show and just skip his origin story, man? That's fucking bullshit. I'm so mad. That is like what make Kratos. No, fuck that. We're coming back to it right goddamn minute.
Well,
All right, so
when we get back to it, I will talk to you about that. I'm okay with talking about that.
all right.
Man, God of War 4 is so emotional to me. It's one of my favorite games because of the storyline. Not because of the story. It's just because of having played the first 3 games and knowing where Kratos came from and how he changed and adapted like so much of just like, I guess becoming a father and so much. And like how he just grew as not just a human being, not as a god, but as a human being. I mean, he's technically not a human being, as a person. And who he became to be in God of War 4. It's just, and then you're just gonna skip all that for the show just because, the God of War 4 and Ragnarok are just the mainstream right now. So you're just gonna skip it. We're like, oh, okay, just fuck that shit. Atreus isn't in the first 3 games, the 3 main games.
All right. Well, here's the thing that I will ask about that topic. Now, Ragnarok and like the God of War 4. No one's going to say that those aren't like narratively packed games. They are great. Even I haven't finished them, and I know that those are narratively very well constructed games. But narratively, what in the fuck is in the first 3 games other than they made me mad? Kill it.
I don't know. Maybe that he was a general in a Spartan army, and then he got tricked by the God of War.
Stuff.
He got tricked by the God of War to massacre his family as he's just straight destroying and raiding this town, and then his family happens to be in there, and then he's covered in this ash. See, people won't even understand why he's white. He's not even white. He's not black. He's not white. He's fucking Greek. And that is a complete difference between being black and white. And then people are like, oh, it's a black actor playing a white dude. Like, people don't fucking know. He's a Greek man covered in the ash. He's covered in the ash of his wife and child. He's not white. He's gray. And just...
So I can follow your argument here. You want to do 3 seasons of the first 3 games to explain the backstory of a character that all of that happened before the beginning of the first game.
I will admit, you probably do have a point. There is not enough plot from the first 3 games to fill 3 seasons. There's probably not enough plot in the first game to make one. And each game can make each game a season for themselves. You do have a little bit of point there. You might be able to stretch it out to 2 seasons.
No.
All right.
I will give you 1 out of those, but I would say that you would have to do that kind of like, you remember the Spartacus show from Stars where they did like
Spartacus is one of my favorite fucking shows. I fucking love that show.
Where they did that prequel thing when the first guy was going through the cancer treatments.
Yeah, they did
that could be, if you wanted to have like the origin, that would be the way I would do it. I would do that like, here's this little mini season, like a 3-part episode that gives you blah. That it doesn't have to cover all the games, but it will cover the pertinent part.
Right, and that's what I said before. Like, if they were to do, start off with God of War 4 storyline,
or you could do that as an Amazon movie.
You could do it as an Amazon movie.
Because that'll buy you about 2 years, maybe 2.5, to let the kid grow up between season 1 and season 2.
So that's what I was thinking about. So you don't have to recast an actor.
There's your timing. And you don't have to like take that plot and stretch it so fucking razor thin to just buy time.
I still think there's enough of content of there, because I mean, like,
Well, after you put in all of the flashbacks, everything for the Ragnarok and that timeline
Can
in
we
the first season,
can we
I
come?
mean, his adventure in Chronos alone, which I can't remember which game that was.
yeah,
Was
but
it-
we don't need to see all that. That was interesting to play, but I don't know if it's gonna be interesting to watch as a viewer.
I think it'd be interesting. I mean, he's inside of a gigantic Titan, inside of like a castle that he's carrying on his back.
It's
and
cool
he's
for
going
like
through this
20 minutes.
huge maze.
Hey,
not
hey,
even
hey,
getting-
hey, hey,
you
hey, hey.
Go for an
Can I-
episode.
Can,
You
can
can get
we
a couple episodes out of that.
can we come back to this when we get some more information and
This is-
actually?
Yeah, sorry.
This is TCP cast right now.
You were woke, you nerd.
Where's my
No.
mute button? Where's my mute button? All right. So something that's been happening a lot here recently in the last couple of years is physical collector's editions are not coming with the games. This has become common practice recently. It's happened with yeah, Woo, right? Right? That's what I get, right?
What is Wu saying? What is Wu saying about me? It's got to be about me. It's either about me or fucking. You know what? I don't even know what to call you anymore. Do we call you Mimic, or do we call you Grizz? I don't fucking know. Can we change this
I
name in the
want to
Discord?
call him Grizz. I like Grizz.
Alright, you call me Grizz, I'm cool.
Can we get rid of the R
The
and
Grizz
just call,
vibe.
and just call him what he really is?
All right, so this has happened with hey Rathcon, help me out on this one if you're still in the chat. Let's see, this happened with Borderlands. This happened with Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I believe. This has happened with Diablo 4.
Wait, so you're telling me in Diablo 4, if you get the collector's edition, it doesn't come with the game?
If you get the physical collector's edition, Titanfall 2, yeah, if you get the physical collector's edition, it does not come with the game. Their argument is that Mirror's Edge, wow, really? They've been doing it that long.
Damn, Mirror's Edge was a long time ago. Hold on,
Forgot
pause.
about that till they said that.
Pause. So the collector's edition, of course, is always physical because you need to get the physical collector's edition
Right.
stuff, like the Spartan helmet from Halo and blah and so on and so forth. Are you saying that it doesn't come with the game, or just a physical copy of the game? You get a
Does
digital
not
code?
come with anything. No digital, no game.
They've been doing
That's
that for a
some
while.
fucking bull
Yeah.
shit. Do you want me to fucking rant? Because fucking TCP will fucking rant
So-
right now. That's some fucking bullshit. I kind of hate that. Oh, dude,
Yeah, well,
They
it's
just went through
actually
all
been
12 stages of grief. What the hell?
yeah, it's actually been happening for a while. So it's basically you are buying a short-term collector's box of the game. Like basically you're buying a loot crate for the game that you want to play.
You're just buying the items. Just
Yeah.
the physical items.
Like-
nah, fam.
Like, nah, here-
It doesn't even come with the game.
But here's the thing though, 9 times out of 10 that I've seen, like, it is worth every penny. Like,
I mean, yeah, the shit's cool and stuff, but it still should come with the game. I get salty that it comes with only the physical game. I mean, I know as modern technology progresses, and some people are like, still in the physical game phase, and they want the physical copy, because you technically own it and you own it forever. I think it should still come with the physical game, but it also should come with the ability to have it digitally
try again.
digitally as well. If I'm paying that much for the collector's edition and the game, I should get the physical copy, but I should also get the luxury of not having to have the physical copy in my system
Yeah.
to play it.
Well, that will probably only become a regular thing once GameStop crashes. Because that is literally probably the only reason they have not done it.
I read this thing, it was so many years ago, that GameStop is just this is also another, oh my god, we're about to enter something else. Why GameStop is so fucked up, and then and why they charge so much for video games right now is it's literally just because of the sole creation of GameStop. Like, the value of games and selling games would drop dramatically if GameStop alone did not fucking exist. If GameStop itself did not fucking exist, the value of, we would have no $70 games. Like the most expensive games would be like maybe $30. It's like,
well, I don't know about all that now.
It's all about
I don't
the
know about
resale
that.
value. Okay, yes, okay, maybe I exaggerated just a little tiny bit, but can I get my point across?
I mean, you're talking about like a 60% price cut. I don't think so.
No.
Yes, because if we just charge digitally, then the sales could go straight to the developer and not to the fucking third parties or fucking resellers or any shit like that.
Well, we
And
still
also-
gonna have third parties. You still got Steam. You still got
Walmart,
COG.
Target, Amazon.
I guess so, but I'm also talking about like the resale value because GameStop was like, oh, we still need to make a profit off of resale, so you give us your $70 game that you just
Yeah,
bought.
Like, I mean,
if the resale market would die, like I think we would probably be capable of getting that digital copy and the physical copy, because they're like, oh, well, you're not getting 2 copies of the game. You can't go to GameStop and then just sell the game, the physical copy, and then just play the digital.
Also, I would like to point out that
that's what people would do.
I would also like to point out though that GameStop is not the only reseller.
It's not, but it's the most proliferant, whatever, in the United States. Like they're the easy one. Like somebody might try to rise up, but it wouldn't have the same saturation.
My finger's crooked.
Hey, you're also pointing the wrong way.
I'm pointing at him. For me, for what I see, I'm pointing at him.
All you're basically doing is saying you're agreeing with me live. I like it.
But to add to the whole thing, I mean, discs as a whole are kind of going out anyway. Like digital's moving in, physical discs are moving out. Companies are getting to a point where they just want to cut that cost, period.
Yeah.
I'm not against it, but I need to be able to know that I get to keep that material. Like,
Yeah. Well, I mean,
absolutely.
if somebody hacks your Sony account and messes with your stuff, none of your games are yours anymore. You're done.
That's fair.
like it's the same way with Steam though too. Like if you read the fine print with your Steam account, like they're like, yeah, we can just take this anytime we want.
Someone told me that. I feel like it was one of y'all. It might have been Mimic Grizz. They told me that Steam has a backup plan for like when they if they fall under, you can still own your content.
Yeah.
Yeah, Steam is trying to be the good guy. Steam is trying to be the good guy. I'm just putting them out there as like they can straight up just empty your library and there's nothing you can do about it.
Sure.
And I believe that at the time when they did that was an insurance thing. I don't think that was them being nice. I think at the time, because it was done a long time ago, I think their insurance was like, I don't want you to get sued into oblivion and take us with you, so find a way to give people their shit. And I think that was literally it. I don't think that's going to be a thing anymore, but Steam's got you.
I've had my PlayStation account hacked too, but I was able to recover it, and get it back. That was a scary day.
It is all those digital things that you have, you can't play anymore.
That was an extremely scary day. It happened at like 5 o'clock on a Friday too, and their customer support was closing in in an hour, and they don't work Saturdays and Sundays. I was freaking the fuck out. I think it was a holiday weekend too, so they were gonna be open Monday. I was freaking the fuck out.
All right, so does everybody know the Yennefer key meme?
I do not.
Okay, so in the original Witcher game, if you find the key to Yennefer's room, it is a common item. Yeah, Mimic knows where I'm going with that. So apparently,
it took me a minute. It's because I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to look up the meme as you're talking about it. So
yeah,
that's my excuse.
So apparently, in the next gen update, they're trying to fix it so it's a legendary item.
Shouldn't it be exotic?
I mean, if you read the lore, like the books, it's a common item. It should stay that way.
Oh, that's okay. That's funny. Man, hey man, is this slut shaming? There should be no such thing as slut shaming.
I never said anything about that. I just said that there's a lot of people in that room.
Shaming, it's different.
Hey man, people have needs. People trying to get their rocks off and just fucking Chris. That's some good shit, bud.
So yeah,
it's just fuck.
Okay, Can't take these guys anywhere. What are they posting up in the meme chat?
Man, he's got his stored up too, man. He's sitting there just like fucking guy over here, man.
Okay. Oh, that's good. The key smells like lilac and gooseberries. Even Woo knows what the key smells like. Oh, but
oh shit, there's another one. Just
all right. So yeah, anybody who can take a joke is free to join our Discord. We'll get the information back out here soon enough. Yeah, make sure you're on Facebook or Twitter.
stop.
All right, guys.
Found my new favorite meme.
Yeah, I think I've read the first 5 books. The first show followed, or the first season of the show followed really closely. The second one started veering off. I'm kind of curious to see what they do with the third season. Is my mic cracking for you guys, or is it just me?
Nope.
I think you sound right.
You sound give me Barry White vibes, baby.
All right. All right. So it's just me. Could be a short in my headset. Let's see here. All right. So let's start. Let's go over. All right. What is everybody's favorite movie that came out this year?
Favorite movie that came out this year. Oh shit, did the Batman come out this year? Yeah, it did.
Yes, it
Was that this year?
Yeah, are we gonna talk about the Batman? Oh, dude, my favorite movie. I only watched it the other day. I watched it like 2 days ago. What is it? Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. That was a fucking movie.
I've been wanting to watch that.
Oh,
That was such
I still
a
want to
good
see that.
fucking movie. Oh, what was
The
it?
movie looked like an acid trip.
It was either on Stars or Showtime. Dude, that movie was so fucking good. Dude,
Yeah.
it was so fucking good. It's like honestly, it was like one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's-
Really? You're gonna put it up that high?
Oh, dude, I'm putting it up there that fucking high. It's fucking wild. At first, I didn't think it was gonna take place where it did.
Is your
So
wife
then
not
we-
wild?
What?
You know what?
She should be saying this movie's over here fucking you.
So I'm sitting here. I'm looking up the reviews on it. I'm almost like,
Dude, everything.
Like,
I think I remember seeing like something about it. And I'm like,
they
that looks
had
like
it
an
up
acid trip.
They had it up for Best Picture. I mean, it was a fantastic movie. It was so good. I only heard good things about it. You know, like they were, you know, comparing it to like Doctor Strange too, because like, oh yeah, jumping across the multiverse and so on and so forth. Whatever, and it's just like
It can't be worse than that. So
it was definitely not worse. It was so fucking good. It was a great blend of, because there were definitely some scenes were just like so off the fucking wall. You're just like, what the fuck is going on? That's just fucking weird. But it was so playful and so much fun. You're just like what the fuck? I want to tell you about the scene, but like it's just
yeah,
so funny.
don't spoil it for me, because actually this is a movie I do want to see.
It really was just so good.
Right.
They definitely had like some scenes you're just like, that's just so off the wall. It's unrealistic. That's just wild. Like why would they even fucking do this? It's just, but it's so playful and it's so fun. And then they had some very serious, like the overall plot, like the mission that they got across was fucking beautiful. It was a very beautiful plot. Like the mission, their message that they got across was just fantastic. And I was just like, damn it, I even cried during it. I was just like, this is just a fucking beautiful movie. It's like,
I got that movie from my wife on DVD because I saw it on sale. It's upstairs. I just haven't seen it because I was like, I didn't have any interest in it. I didn't understand what the fuck the movie was supposed to be about from the previews. But she was like, I want to see it.
It's just wild. Like even like you're watching like the first couple of minutes, you're like, I don't understand where this is going. Like,
hey, speaking of,
oh, dude, it was so good.
Speaking of movies, anyone know what's going on with Kung Fu Hustle 2? Is that coming out soon?
There's a Kung Fu Hustle 2 on the way.
Yeah,
Supposedly there's going to be one on the way, but I haven't heard anything about it.
Like I haven't seen anything recently on it, and I just remember them announcing it, and like the whole original cast is coming back.
Damn.
So like, That's a movie I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, the first one was great.
I did not see Top Gun Maverick, so I can't include that into the.
I still haven't.
What?
I still haven't seen it
No.
either, dude. I'm still waiting for it to come to Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is. I got 3 days, 4 days. I got 4 days.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have to hook me up with that account name and password.
That was it's an amazing. I loved it.
Yeah, and I haven't seen that, and I'm not gonna. On principle, I refuse to say Spider-Man because it's like, oh, it's a Marvel movie. It was entertaining because there's like 19 movies you have to watch.
It was last year. Spider-Man was last year. We're not talking about.
Was it last year? I thought it was. I thought it came out like.
Call it crap. No, actually, yesterday was the 1 year. Was it yesterday?
Oh, well, okay, yeah.
It was
Or
this
it
week.
come out
It was
December.
this week. It was this past week. It was the 1 year mark.
For some reason, I thought it came out like the first part of 2022. Sorry.
It was in December.
But no, like there's 2 movies, and both of them were on streaming. Like The Atom Project and Samaritan.
Oh, the Anna Project was pretty cool.
Damn, I just realized how few movies I just realized how few movies I've watched this year.
The Anna Project was very predictable, though. It was.
That doesn't make it bad. It was just. It
was
gave
good.
you a fun ride on the way. Like that's all I really needed.
It did. It was a fun ride, and I appreciate the kid. The kid pulled off, being a young Ryan Reynolds
Kid
very
killed it.
well.
I was
Like
down.
within like the first 5 minutes, I was like, "This sarcastic motherfucker right here, he nailed that shit. He's got it down pat."
So Rathcon in the chat is like, Debbie Does Dallas 2 was amazing.
I'm sorry, what now? Oh,
And the fact that everybody just hung their head is telling.
anyway, the Batman.
I
was
can't make a
also-
joke about political. So let's go.
I haven't seen the sequel yet, Rathcon. Don't spoil it for me.
Wonder how it ends.
Y'all crazy.
Oh, let's see here. All right. So I think for me,
Did anybody else see Samaritan besides me?
The Samaritan?
Yeah.
no, I haven't
It's,
watched that
I
one
think
yet.
I did. I think I did.
Yeah, the Sylvester Stallone superhero movie.
Yes, I did. I actually liked it. I'm not gonna lie. I really did like it.
I was in
Yes.
a couple minutes.
Oh man.
Like at first, like when I first started watching it, I was like, eh.
Yeah, you knew what was gonna happen. You're just like, okay, I know what's happening, but then like, you kind of got entertained with it. It was kind of fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like somewhere like start getting close to the middle of it, you get sucked in. You're like, oh snap.
All right, let's see here. Gosh, for me, I think the best movie I watched this year was Black Adam. That's sad.
Yeah, that would have been my number 3 for the year. Because like, I'm sorry, the man came out and just grabbed somebody and was like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Like it wasn't an amazing movie, but it is literally the best movie I watched this year. That is.
It is one of the 2 best DC movies that they've made, as far as I'm concerned.
I think I might watch it tonight.
Oh, Black Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah, Aldous Hodge kills it as Hawkman.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate was
this
great,
this
but
the dude who's playing Atom Smasher, Mr. like, oh, I'm like discount Ant-Man. That dude's funny as shit. Like, I would watch a Atom Smasher movie after watching Black Adam because he's just so goddamn funny.
hey, reset
Yeah,
your mic for
alright.
me. Hey, Mimic, reset your mic for me.
Anyway, hard fact about. I mean, it was good, and yeah, Adam Smasher did good. I thought Pierce Brosnan was great.
Pierce Brosnan was great, but I mean,
Always.
we had that issue of he kept taking the damn helmet off,
Yeah.
and you're not Dr. Fate if you take the helmet off.
I'll take it. But Holy shit,
What about you, Solips? You watch any movies this year?
I mean, not very many. I couldn't tell you really like the best movie I've watched. I can tell you the most recent one I watched that was pretty decent. It was on Netflix. That movie Bullet Train. It had like Brad Pitt and some other people in it.
Ooh, yeah, love that.
That movie was really good. It was really funny and pretty action packed at the
Yes.
same time. And I love movies like that.
Bullet Train was fantastic. It reminded me of Smoking Aces.
Ooh,
It was definitely,
yeah.
it was definitely
Yeah, a
Smoking
little bit,
Aces.
yeah.
Bullet Train. That shit was good.
I really love the whole back and forth between some of the characters. It was great. I love the dialogue.
Hmm. It's good. I think everyone crushed their role in that movie. Like I heard great things about it. Like I kind of wanted to see it in theaters, and like everyone was like raving about it too. And I was just like,
Was it in theaters? I thought it just went straight to Netflix.
no. Yeah, it was in theaters for a while. I was
It's
actually,
definitely theater quality. Yeah.
yeah.
Best part was the quiet train.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
That's
was good.
probably like the one part that I didn't like about the movie because they were obviously making so much noise.
Right.
They were obviously making
That's
so
why
much noise.
I was just like, come on, dude, come on.
I
It
was
was
like,
so
they're
well
definitely,
played, though.
they're definitely not quiet. I mean, they're like, didn't the gun go off like twice during that scene too? And I was like, come on, even with a pillow over it, we heard that shit. Everyone heard that shit.
I will ask though, since we're talking about like Netflix movies, has anybody else seen Day Shift?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
Oh,
don't know.
Day Shift was this year too. Yo, okay, not gonna lie. Yeah, some pretty good movies did come out. Day Shift was a little bit run of the mill. It wasn't great, but it was all right.
It was fun. I mean,
It definitely was fun.
Snoop Dogg with a minigun.
Bro, Snoop Dogg should have been in the movie.
I don't care if Snoop Dogg can be in whatever damn movie he wants. That dude is like Slash. He can just show up and you're like, oh, it's Snoop Dogg. Yeah, give him something. Let him do something. He's fine.
Snoop Dogg has put in like the most work of fucking 2022.
Dude.
Like, man, ever since COVID, like he's just been like
Snoop Dogg has beat
he's
the
in all the commercials. He's fucking everywhere. He put in all the fucking work.
Snoop Dogg has already beat the game. He's just doing side quests now.
He's
Exactly it.
Well, okay, but what about Parade? Like, that was a decent movie. Like, I wouldn't call that the best movie, but
oh shit, I forgot about fucking Prey. Yo, not gonna lie, there have been some sleeper hits. Not even sleeper hits. That was a fucking Prey was a fucking dope.
Prey had its bad parts. I'm not gonna lie about it. It ain't a perfect movie, but like, it's about as close to a good like
That was
90s action movies you're gonna get.
that was the best Predator movie in ever, since the original Predator.
I think the original Predators, and then Prey.
You said Predators? Are you talking
Yes.
about the one where they got transported to the planet?
I
That
like
one was
that movie.
that one was pretty dope. Topher Grace did a very good job selling that shit.
That shit was great. Like, how the hell did Topher Grace sell me on the fact that he was that like, you can act?
Like he got that. Like it wasn't until like he pulled up the photo and I was just like, damn it, that motherfucker's fucked up.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, you slimy little bitch. And then when he did that shit later, I'm like, oh, I didn't put you to. Oh, I thought you were just a dick. All right.
I was like, yeah, he's there for a reason. Everyone knew he was there for a fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did do that shit.
But it was so well put together. Like, that's the thing. Like, somebody actually thought about that script. You just don't get that nowadays.
No, you
I
know.
need a list of like the 2022 movies that came out this year because like everyone keeps reminding me of some shit that happens and I was like, oh damn, that was good.
I was sitting there going,
watched Amsterdam.
damn, I haven't watched anything this year.
You know, we can ask for the best like holiday thing, and everybody's gonna be like, Guardians of the Galaxy. It's the only thing that came out.
I was like, I mean, it was okay. Guardians of the Galaxy was definitely a good watch. I am very upset that they introduced such a massive, huge plot point into something so
I forgot
small.
Sonic came out this year. I didn't see it.
Oh yeah,
Sonic
it was
2
good.
was this year?
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
I did see it, but it wasn't.
it was good. It wasn't great. It was good.
It wasn't. It
The
wasn't.
first one was good. It wasn't great, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was the
I'm
first
glad I
time.
saw the first one in theaters, but like this one, I didn't even think to see it.
It's the first time that the fans were able to bully somebody into fixing something instead of
Yeah,
Sonic coming out looking like Steve Buscemi.
How you gonna do Steve like that? It's fucked up. Man.
Dang.
Hello, fellow kids.
All right. So, all right. What's your favorite game this year?
Favorite game this year? That's fucked up.
All right, favorite game if you can't say God of War.
I mean,
like, let's be honest.
I was trying not to be a little bit biased. I was trying to put some.
Okay. Favorite game that was not God of War.
Favorite game that was not God of War.
Now you got to thinking.
For me, for me, that'd be an easy choice. I mean, it's Elden Ring for me. I love those games. It's just
That was this year, wasn't it? Yeah.
All right, never mind.
It was right at the beginning of this year.
Favorite game other than those two, Elden Ring and God of War, do not count.
It's like those two are just like absolute bangers. Like,
Just no.
I mean, there was a lot of small titles that came out. There was like this one indie game that came out, Roller Drome. That game was a very underrated game, but it was actually really good. It was like literally Tony Hawk meets Max Payne. I mean, if you could imagine, if you could imagine that combination, that's literally what it was, and it was pretty amazing, actually.
I did. Yeah, I did see that. That looked
I am
good.
entirely
I
too
didn't know that
sober
came out.
to imagine Max Payne and Tony Hawk as a combination game.
Oh, that game looked so dope. You didn't see that?
Yeah.
Didn't we do a review on that?
I think we
watched the
did.
trailer for
Before I
it,
showed
and
up.
it looked dope as fuck. I didn't know that
It was
came out
really
this
good.
year. I need to touch it.
All right, so
it looked good.
yeah, Rathcon brought up a couple here. How is High on Life? Are you actually playing that? I think I'm gonna.
Shit!
I'm
I
gonna-
fucking ran through High on Life.
The game looks
Hi-
hilarious.
I ran. So I've watched the first everyone. So like what I do is like I always give shows the first 3 episodes. I always give shows the first 3 episodes. I'm like, okay, I know the first 3 episodes are probably not gonna be that great. I'm not gonna be. If I can get past that, we'll be fine. For Rick and Morty, I could not fucking do it. I've done it 2 or 3 fucking times, and I could never fucking do it. I was like,
Who
no.
the hell can get through that fucking show?
I hate it. I understand it. So like, dude, like I never liked that show because like I was like, oh, all the actors sound like they're fucking drunk on set.
Well,
And they're
that's
just picking.
because all
But
the
that-
actors are one
so-
guy.
That's actually what they do. They actually get drunk and record the fucking show, and that's what I found out. I was like, wow, I don't want to listen to drunk people talk. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to listen to drunk people talk. I mean, I watched the fucking show. They want to like act drunk or whatever.
So
but
you
like,
don't
they
go
were
back.
actually.
So you don't go back and listen
Well,
to this show. I see how it is.
Well, you know, the whole reason that he does that for that show is specifically for the character Rick, because Rick is drunk all the time.
I'm a fucking hypocrite. But it's different. Like, I mean, we're sitting here bullshitting. He's actually like trying to like act, like provide a performance. It's different.
Here's
So,
my
like-
question though. Like, this is me. If you are drinking excessively to voice a character, can you claim the alcohol on your taxes? Is this the guy's?
Should, I guess.
I mean,
technically.
yeah.
Is that the
Is that
guy's
an
drift?
write-off?
Because, you know, if that's the thing,
I guess. Guess somebody's gonna be claiming some alcohol on their taxes.
Ladies and gentlemen, I found a way to get Uncle Sam to pay for my booze.
I don't know. So like, I mean, like shows like what was it, Drunk History? I never liked Drunk History because I was like, these people are just so drunk. I'm like, I don't want to listen to that. See, like, there's a difference. I'm not drunk. I'm just like having fun. I'm tipsy. It's great.
see, I would listen to that sort of
I'm
shit
feeling
like
it.
if like I was hanging out with them,
See,
but
like,
not if like I would tune in for it. You know what I mean?
yeah. So like,
If you
Rick and
actually
Morty,
listen to,
like on the Rick and Morty thing, like I am 50-50 on the show. Like I hate like most of the show, but when they do an intelligent joke and nail it, it is worth the wait. That's the problem though, is you have to like, there's like 1 or 2 every episodes and you have to get through like everything else to get those jokes.
I'll ask you this: do I actually sound drunk on the show?
So you
Now or
don't
before?
sound. So you don't sound drunk, but we all know when you're drinking.
You
Yeah.
don't sound belligerent, I think is what you're asking.
But I like immediately as soon as I got on here, and you were talking, I was just like, "Yep, TCP's been drinking."
Okay, so that's not what I want though. I mean, obviously, yeah, I've definitely
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
Today has been a good day. The Eagles won, the Cowboys lost, so yeah, TCP was fucking celebrating, having a great fucking day.
Are those baseball teams?
Yes.
No, I think it's lacrosse.
Mm.
I was a little upset because France did not win. I was rooting for Mbappe, but I really couldn't care.
Who won
But
the
yeah.
World Cup?
Bitch, I just told you it was not France, so it was Argentina.
Like,
Obviously, someone has not paying attention at all.
Like, I mean, it's not an American sport, so.
Who started World War III? Well, it wasn't France. Well, then who was it? Wasn't France. I just told you. Do we look like we know anything about soccer?
Anyway, about High on Life. So High on Life has like changed my perspective on Rick and Morty. I want to go through and I want to power through that show because High on Life was fucking fantastic. I had so much fun playing that game.
I'm gonna have to go download it because it's on Game Pass, isn't it?
It is on Game Pass. I just ran through it. I couldn't tell if it was long or if I just put that much time into it, but I ate it up.
So one of the things I saw in the reviews of that game is that there's a lot of ranting that goes on in the game. Did you ever feel bored or put off by it?
I never felt bored, but there was definitely a time. There's definitely a time. Oh my god, it was so fucking annoying. I really wanted to punch my own fucking monitor, and there's nothing I could fucking do about it. Cause like there's this one part where you're going through the map and like, how do I explain it? So like they have like surveillance people. You know, so like if you get into an area, they have aliens that were like, oh look, he's in this area, so like send backup or whatever. So they have like surveillance areas for the cartel that you're fighting, and like sometimes you can kill him, but like there was this one like he just followed you around. He's just like, oh, I'm following you around. He just talked to you the whole time. I was there for like fucking 30-40 minutes. Only because I was exploring. If I would have gone through the map and progressed the mission a lot faster, I wouldn't have dealt with him for that long. But I was exploring because I'm a completionist, so I was exploring the fucking map, and he followed me around that whole fucking time, just talking. And I was like, they really recorded. They were really in the studio recording for this fucking long. To have this motherfucker talk to me for this fucking long, and I'm sitting there, I'm shooting at him trying to kill him, but he's just dodging it and just won't be hopping to me. I'm so fucking mad. I want this motherfucker to go the fuck away. I was so pissed. And this is exactly what they wanted. This is exactly what they wanted to do. This game was fucking flawless. They broke the fourth wall so many fucking times. They're sitting there and they're just like, oh shit, you killed this guy. You weren't supposed to kill him. I guess you'll have to do another playthrough, of the game, and you have to do a time where you don't kill him, and we'll see what happens. And they did that shit so many fucking times. That game was fucking so great. And this, it was so fucking funny. Like, I can't even.
DCP looks like a kid in a candy store with this game.
It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
I'm gonna go download
the shit
it.
was fucking wild. There's some side shit that you can do. Like you can they have like these like little warp things, so like you can like bring like little parts of world into the other world. Cause like I don't know how to explain this accurately, but like anyway, you find this little warp drive and like you teleport this fucking toilet. Like this huge toilet puzzle to the world that you're in. It's some side shit. It's not part of the whatever you can do. And you're just sitting there like, oh, you see this huge fucking tower, and this guy's on the top of a toilet at the top of the tower. He's like, I need to take a shit so bad, but I can't until you fix all the pipes. And the pipes the pipes lead to his buddy, and he's like, you need to fix all the pipes so I can eat my buddy's shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, that definitely pushed the envelope.
That like the whole game pushed the fucking envelope, but I got to that part and I was like, this is extremely fucked up. I was like, this is extremely. It's like, hurry up and you're fucking teasing me. You're fucking teasing me like trying to fix the pipes. I need to release my load so I can go shit on my buddy's face. And the buddy's like, just hurry up and fix the pipes so I can eat his shit.
Where's my mute button here?
That shit was.
Oh man.
I'm just like, what? I'm just like, what the fuck is this game right now? Oh.
All right.
But the fucking guns were fucking hilarious. Everything was about the game so much.
We play very different games.
Yeah, right?
Like, if you'd have sat down and told me that you were playing one of those dating simulators, I'd probably look at you with more respect than this right now. I'm just gonna let you know that I lost Wild.
Just Wild has left the chat.
I'm still here. Hold on a minute.
I thought I Thanos'd your
I'm
ass
out.
now.
You got a
Get one
text
of the
message.
gauntlets and just sit here.
All right.
Yo, I definitely
No,
recommend High on Life. That show, you were definitely high on life when you're playing that fucking game. They did not give a fuck. They did not give a single fuck. They knew they were making a video game, and they throw it in your face all the time, and just.
And see, I would love a remaster of Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Oh God, that game was so good. Or so bad. Or yes. Give me
Yes.
that.
I'm sure if I played that around my wife, she'd like last 5 minutes and then glare at me like, "You're gonna play this anywhere else than near me." Like, she didn't like the first Space Marine game because like in the background you could hear the orcs like every 2 or 3 minutes, "Space Marine," and she was like, "They're autistic. They keep saying the same thing over and over. Make it stop." I'm like, "Well, I'm trying to shoot them."
All right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up here.
Wait, we missed a topic. We missed a complete topic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back to it.
No, that's bullshit. Oh my God. You don't do me like that? We missed
Yeah.
You wanted
Gonna
to
kill
say this
this
to the
poor man.
end, and you're just gonna skip it. We're not gonna have a show next week.
Yeah, so this is the last show of the year. The next show will be on the 1st. Everybody
We'll
good
just
for
have to
that?
make that next show epic. That's all we're gonna do.
Yep. Be the start of the new year. Everybody get your diet plans and all that other crap out of the way. So, wow. All right. Yeah. So yeah. Now here's how I know it's time to end the show. Is the alcohol's affecting me, and I got to make sure that I can end the stream properly. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming on and watching. Hope you had a great time. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Be good.
Merry